Hi everyone and welcome back to Brahmaloka Tarot. I'm Lauren and today's pick a card is titled You've Waited 10 plus years for this month to come, the month of July 2025. If your soul's been whispering about a long-awaited breakthrough, then this is your moment. We're tuning into the cosmic energies that have been brewing for over a decade and asking what message does your spirit need you to hear right now. So let's ground together, take a deep breath in and let it go. So let's take a deep breath in and out, in through the nose, hold at the top and out through the mouth. I won't be counting, so we'll just do this together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. In. Hold at the top for a second and then out through the mouth. You can do this for a couple more times if you feel like you need to tune in and drop in. Take a look at the card piles here. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. I have prepared the oracle cards in advance. You won't see them right here, but they are prepared. And you have different tarot cards for each and every pile. So let me show you your significator cards and these trinkets selected, these magnets selected for your reading. Pile number 1, this is your card, your personal unicorn with the number 1. And that is with this blue flower magnet. Pile number 2 is this card with Ascension lift with the number 39. And that is with this beautiful red and yellow flower magnet. And then this is your card pile number 3, manifest your dreams with the master number 22. And that's with this monarch butterfly, or it looks like a monarch. It's an orange and black and white butterfly magnet. Okay, so take your time, definitely choose your pile or piles. You can choose all of them if you wish, and then head down to the description box or the pinned comment in the comment section, and there you will find the timestamps for your readings. And I will see you in your separate readings. Hi, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. You've waited 10 plus years for this month, the month of July. And isn't that such a long time? I can't believe it. Time just is so interesting. So if you chose this pile, then this is your significator card. The number 1, it says your personal unicorn, and it says underneath that, this says bathe in pure love, stay open to unicorn magic. I love that. And there's a woman kind of just stroking the muzzle of the unicorn. The unicorn has kind of like a golden look to it. It has like a soft pink or soft purple color. This lady has a golden halo around her. And there's a dove in the center here. It almost forms like a heart in the center of the two of them. So a lot of peace. Okay, so what I didn't say in the beginning of at the introduction, I didn't say that I had channeled messages for each and every pile, but I do. I have channeled messages for each and every pile. I will read those channeled messages and then we'll dive into your cards. Oh, and I forgot to put these over here. Very interesting. So these are your prepared oracle cards, and there's a couple of tarot cards too from a different deck. They're the small like tarot in a tin. I can't remember the name of these ones, okay, off the top of my head, but everything will be down in the description box. All of the cards that I ever use will be down in the description box. Okay, without delaying any further, let's see what I've got here for you guys for your guidance, the predictions, the channel messages for pile number 1 for this month to come. full-on energetic reset. So I did hear it was perhaps a reboot. And it's not only yourself for this energetic reset, but Mother Gaia is upgrading too. I heard emotional stability and mental sharpness, like you are focused, engaged, loving, and love. I heard and saw the number 4, and then I saw a table with 4 legs. And then I saw it as a wooden table, so the wood element came through for you. And then I heard hard work is paying off, and I was seeing the 9 of Pentacles in my mind's eye. I heard that you were clairvoyant and claircognizant and clairsentient, so you're a highly gifted soul. That's what I said, highly gifted soul you are. Anything lost is now going to be returned to you, even your luck. So you have the good fortune coming to you as well. I'm going to just move this a little bit. There we go. Yes, okay. Good fortune is coming to you. Then I heard the rule of 3. Your 3rd chakra, the solar plexus power center chakra, is really important. Also, your 3rd eye is rather important. I hear 3rd quarter of the year will be important for you, and also the 3rd month of the year, so March. Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. I heard 3 syllables. The 3 syllables were I love you. And I saw the numbers 1, 4, 3, which I also think corresponds to I love you. Some people like text that 1, 4, 3, it means I love you, because it's the 1 I, and then the 4 LOVE, and then the 3 YOU. I heard tiger and wolf, and I see a broomstick and you sweeping a house, preparing it for something, a party, a move. I also heard 2013 and 2014 as being very significant years for you. I don't know what happened there, but you know, this is greater than a 10-year span of time. And now all of this has culminated to this point. At this point in your life, there's a huge transition, a huge energetic reboot, and a huge shift for you. And everything that you've been waiting for is going to likely occur in the next month and months to come. And then it says 3 situations, 3 incidences all in a row. So things like the rule of 3s, when you have like 3 deaths that happen in a row, or 3 parties that happen in a row, or 3 of your best friends call you out of the blue in a row, things like that. And then I heard you're going from dissonance to resonance, and a resounding yes, which is 3 letters as well. So yes, joy, God, mom, and dad. I also heard bro and sis. I don't know if those are the things that you call your brother and sister, bro, sis, or friends like that. Then I also heard that you're going to have some strange situations unfolding as miracles, so don't judge what's happening. All is for your highest good, and Gaia's. The key words for you are gifted, the word yes, and good fortune. That's all I have for you for now. I'll keep the channel messages over here for now, and let's just see what happens with all of your cards. So I will show these 2 cards. I'll also get a couple of tarot cards from your tarot deck right here, but let's see what these are. It's the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Sun. The Sun, the number 19. And then let's just get one more from your deck. Oh, I forgot that I meant to show you your magnet here. You've got your blue flower magnet. So I'm going to put that over here off to the side. Let's see here. We're just going to get maybe one card that flew out, which was the Magician. The Magician. I love this deck. So 3 cards here, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Sun, and the Magician. We will take more cards from your tarot deck in a little bit. Ooh, I really like this energy, guys. The Queen of Swords in reverse makes me feel like you're releasing some limiting narratives limiting beliefs as well, and you're kind of stepping into your mastery, like of manifestation mastery, your mastery skills. So it's really interesting because you got the number 1 and you got the number 1 here with the Magician. So anything is possible for you. Like everything is possible for you. Anything is possible. I just want to keep saying that. Like you have this 10-year cycle, or 10 plus years has been kind of like a ongoing connection to self and trying to release. You know, it's been a lot of work for you to get to this point, and I'm really glad that at this point now you're going to notice like some of the limiting the beliefs are starting to release from you, and you're going to start to really open up and want to create and manifest the life of your dreams at this point, because you can. There's nothing stopping you at this point. Nothing. Okay, let's see what these are. We've got Yarrow with boundaries, and I'll read down here. It says, like a little umbrella or shield, Yarrow offers protection from negative energies or toxic influences. She helps you to build strong, healthy boundaries and compassionate awareness of self and others, and to avoid unnecessary energy leaks and general depletion as you evolve and grow. So that's another thing that you're doing, is you're able to, you have set boundaries and you're actually like sticking to them and doing really well with your boundary setting, with your personal boundaries, you know, as being one of those things that's sacred to you at this point. So you could even use some Yarrow as a, like, to cast like love spells, or to make sure that you can call upon the spirit of Yarrow to help you with boundary setting if you still have some issues with that. But for real, like in July, it looks like you're going to be cleared of anything that was negatively affecting you in the past. Like, I almost feel like you've gone through the dark night of the soul in the moon phase, and now you're in the sun phase. You're ready to shine. You're brilliant. You're bright. You're beautiful. You're light. Okay, with 345, this is the angel number 345. It says baby steps. Little by little, it will get done. The overwhelm you feel is not unnoticed by your angels. They ask you to reconfigure your perspective. And instead of focusing on the big picture, look at the immediate next step. Organize your thoughts on paper now and write down what baby steps will be in the forthcoming days. And that's really interesting because Yarrow also has a very organized structure of the leaves itself. So it can help with organization too. So anything that you need help with for clarity and organization, it's going to be helpful for you. And the angels will also help. You just have to ask. You are on the right path, and your trajectory is moving in the right direction in your life. So I hope that makes you feel a little bit better, especially if you are feeling a little overwhelmed and like, is this ever going to end? Is this like cycle of me continuously feeling depleted and deprived going to end? And the answer is yes. This is for sure going to end. This is the time when your 10 plus year cycle is going to end. And actually, if it started in 2013, 2014, which is what I picked up in the channeled messages, I think, you know, that's been quite a long time. What is this, 2025? So it's been like 11 years. So definitely by like, what did it say? The third quarter of this year, you're going to feel like everything is lifted from you, most especially by July, so this upcoming month, which is just right around the corner here. Okay, we've got Leo with shine. See, you are being asked to step into your leadership role in your life, or into a leadership role. This may even be very a specific message for someone being asked to step up into a leadership position in their life, like in their career, in their workforce. Yeah, that's beautiful. And look at all the yellow colors, the yellow being connected to that third chakra, the solar plexus chakra, your personal power center. You are getting your personal power back. You are powerful. You are powerful beyond belief. You are powerful beyond your years. Creativity, creative expression, trust your vision. I think this is from one of I can't remember it. I can't remember any of my decks right now. Maybe that's something to do with what you're dealing with. Maybe some brain fog, a little bit of brain fog, and stuff like unclarity, not feeling like things are clear. But with the sun coming out and the Magician and the Leo card and the baby steps and the boundary, everything is showing that you are going in the right direction and everything is moving forward as it should. And you have nothing really to worry about in the upcoming month and months to come. Let's see, we've got adventure with Sagittarius and material. So there's this beautiful horse. It's a black stallion, and there is a bird perched on the center of the horse's back. The horse looks like it's prancing and galloping, and there's a sun that's behind the horse figure. That's very bright and big, so again, more sun, and there's a couple of yellow plants, it almost looks like arnica. I'm not sure what it is, but they're yellow plants. It says, horses gallop through endless fields. Go on a journey with your mind, body, or spirit. New and different experiences can remind you of your own vitality, as well as expose you to fresh perspectives. Move out of your comfort zone and into uncharted territory. So that's just showing how your soul is craving adventure. It's craving like freedom. It's craving newness. It's craving something that's like extraordinary. And you are resetting your energetic field. You are moving forward. The power of 3, or the rule of 3 that we were talking about, there's like a lot that's connected to expansion and growth. And then Sagittarius is the seeker attitude. So seeking truth, seeking adventure, seeking clarity, seeking fun, seeking experiences. You are the seeker, and you may be a Sagittarius. If you're not a Sagittarius, maybe you have like that in one of your signs. I don't know, but there's definitely Sagittarius energy, whether or not you have Sagittarius in your chart, wherever that is. You do have it in this reading, which shows that there's expansion and growth and spiritual expansion and growth right now, on every level. And you're going, this also connects to good luck. And Jupiter, I think there's something going on in July, or maybe it has just recently happened. I don't know much about astrology. I have a couple of friends who are astrologers, and they love telling me what's going on, but I'm still learning, of course. And so I looked it up, and I see, let me see, I gotta look it up again here. I have it over here. So Jupiter's return to Cancer, which happened June 9th, 2025. So Jupiter shifted into Cancer. It's sign of exaltation for the first time since 2013 and 2014. Very interesting, because we picked up on 2013, 2014 in the channel messages, and it says a cycle of about 12 years. This transit supports emotional healing, abundant nature, or abundant nurture, and reconnecting with roots and security. And then it looks like Saturn Neptune conjunction in Aries mid 2025 to 2026. Remember that Aries is the first sign, and it's to do with like your personal power and stepping into leadership and all that. Aries people are natural leaders. So it says Saturn and Neptune align with the first degree orb in Aries, continuing through July and August. This rare conjunction, last seen in 1989 in Capricorn and 1970s in Aries and Pisces, signals a long-term reset in identity, responsibility, and inner vision. Let's see what else happens here. Uranus enters Gemini July 7th, 2025, so that's the first week of July. Uranus's move into Gemini sparks the beginning of an 84-year cycle in communication, tech, and personal freedom. Characterized as disruptive and revolutionary, this transit brings unexpected changes and new opportunities for a self-expression. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So let's take a look at these other cards here. We've got healing. You, my dear, are healing. You are going to be healed by July 2025, or that's the beginning of it, or the beginning of the end of the, I don't know, the beginning and end. It's like the culmination of everything. Everything is happening, and there's a new fresh start because you got your personal unicorn bathing in pure love, staying open to the magic of unicorn magic. And then let's see, we've got originality, and I'm going to have to look this one up. Okay, originality. There, it looks like an inventor, some man right here on the diagonal, on the upper diagonal, and there's a blue bird and a star above his third eye. This is the 11th house. And then there's also some sort of invention. It looks like a contraption that he created, an invention. So originality, an inventor type of mind, a creative mind, definitely a creative mind with that creativity over here, creative expression, trust your vision. You are a visionary. I wonder if you're going to organize yourself enough to like be, oh gosh, yeah, you're a visionary leader. Huh. Very interesting. Okay, so originality in the 11th house. And that's Mercury. Mercury in Aquarius. I'm just going to read this real quick. Mercury in Aquarius. Mercury is change, Aquarius is principles and humanity. The star and the bird in flight indicate hope and higher inspiration. The machine shows the complex reality that can evolve from the first transient flight of imagination. So let's see here. It demands that you take a lateral view and find a new approach, an idea that necessitates drastic change, an unusual research result, a shock announcement, an invention and innovation. So something's shockingly announced, something is exciting. Maybe you're going to announce something. Maybe you're going to, because this show, the Leo and the Magician and all that, like maybe you're going to share your manifestations, share your originality. Maybe you've been working on something really hard and you're going to share it finally, put it out in the public so the public eye can see. I almost see you like having researched a lot and written a book, or like created a podcast, or you've been really thinking a lot about and organizing to make a channel like mine. So something like that is coming through for sure. And then we've got determination with fish. This is a goldfish, and it says sharing of knowledge and teacher, and then physical and spiritual alignment with the world. It just feels like, yeah, everything is lining up. Everything is beautiful. Everything's starting to line up for you in such a beautiful way. So yeah, July is going to be one of those months where it's a catalyst of change, a catalyst for you to actually step into your power, your personal power center, your leadership role. And there may even be something that shows there's an opportunity, there's a shift to good luck. Let's see what happens here if we ask what else is happening in your messages here. Tarot cards. Okay, we've got the Two of Cups. These all were kind of sideways, by the way, so that shows that there's a shift. It's not like, you know, a positive or negative. There's no flipping or anything like that. Two of Cups came out after these other two, so let's see what these other two are. We've got the Seven of Cups with lots of opportunities here. Look at that. You've got so many ideas floating around and so many emotional attachments to them, and saying like, oh, which one should I do? Which one should I connect with? Which one should I focus on? Because you have the visionary type of mind where you can't turn your mind off. Your mind is just going a million miles a minute. Why not make something of it? And the Ace of Swords, yeah, there's a clarity coming. So eventually, so that was the first one, the Seven of Cups, then the Ace of Swords, and then the Two of Cups. So you are aligning with that choice of yours, that potential idea, and aligning with it and getting a lot of clarity on it in July. And then with the Two of Cups, you're aligning with love. You're aligning with the idea that brings you a lot of joy and alignment with love. Yeah, a lot of grounded love. And look at there's the Leo again in here, and the healing symbol right here between the two cups. There's a lighthouse in the background. They're on a beach. There's two ladies who are sharing a moment together. And yeah, this is just beautiful energy here. The lion definitely is coming through again. So what is it? So you may be a Leo, a Sagittarius, a Capricorn. We heard the Capricorn come through. You may actually be aligned with Pisces and Aquarius as well, or have those in your sign somewhere. So I'm going to just put these here and give you a little bit of a chance to take a look at it, soak it in. But this is all I see for you for your month. It's going to be quite an amazing month. Say yes to the things that resonate with you, that bring you joy, that bring you a lot of love and happiness. Say yes to the people who also bring you joy and happiness. Say yes to those opportunities that you are like in love with. This is your chance. You have a lot of good luck and good fortune coming your way. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading, and go down to the comment section. Let me know what resonated for you. I know that this is a little bit of a shorter reading, but I'm trying to like tighten it up a little bit, because I think like doing three decks, 3 piles, and it going over 2 hours is way too long. I wouldn't like that either. So I'm just trying to tighten it up a little bit to about like 20 minutes each instead of 35 minutes each. So thank you so much for everything, and I love you guys. Jai Ma. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 2. Wow, you waited 10 plus years for this month, the month of July to come. Yay. It's finally here. So our pick a card today is that you've waited 10 plus years for this month. What is happening in this month that you've been waiting for so long? If you chose this pile, then this is your significator card with the number 39. It says Ascension Lift. Underneath it says prepare for rapid spiritual growth, be ready for opportunities. And there is there's like all these animals ascending. They're like going up into the air, like floating up. So there is a unicorn in the center, and its heart space is actually lit up like with a ball of gold and white light, and above its unicorn horn has a bright white light. And then we have a fox spirit, a fox. There's a dove, there's a hummingbird, there's a cat, and then there's this beautiful rainbow that's hovering above all of them, and this beautiful like pink mauve colored light and green light that really connects with the heart space. So I'm going to put that off to the side. We'll get into it a little bit more. And your magnet today is this red and yellow flower magnet. I'll put that off to the side as well. We've got tarot cards, the original tarot deck, and then we've got a tarot card here that came from another deck, and then we've got your oracle cards here. But before all of that, I will read the channeled messages that I have. Each and every pile has channeled messages, and I have them down in the description box if you'd like to listen to just the channeled messages. But here it is for pile number 2. July 2025, your guidance, your predictions, what it is that came through for you. It said energetic recalibration. Check out the video I uploaded regarding that. So a few months ago, or maybe a month ago, I did an energetic recalibration, and I will make sure to pin that in the description box. There's something in those messages that you need to know. And then I saw a full heart-to-heart boost of energy to endure through this phase of adjustment. So that's interesting that we saw the heart-colored energies over here in the Unicorn Ascension Lift card. I hear claircognizance. so that means clear knowing. The scales are reset, so there's a balancing. 0 point, balance in the making. Your progress is spiritual, look at that. And you will triumph over your enemies and aggressors. You will shine so bright that it may scare you at times. Just trust in the divine. Divine love is here for you now. I hear purgatory and feeling like you're in limbo. This is progress. Right when you feel the need to give up, throw up your hands and declare defeat. It's when you surrender. That's when you surrender to the divine. It's when you allow help into your energetic field, into your life, and when you recognize the gift in this process of surrendering. You're learning to trust yourself, your higher self, and love yourself fiercely. Guilt, shame, grief, anxiety, fear, apathy, and anger, all of that gets lifted this month. It doesn't mean that you won't ever feel those emotions again, but you'll be aware of them when they do show up, and you'll learn to hand it over to the divine because it's not your problem anymore. That's what I wrote in caps here, not your problem anymore. Be prepared to crave knowledge, to crave truth in all forms. Take a class, read a book, go to the library, learn AI. That's one thing that's rather important. Even if you feel unsure or even repulsed by the thought of AI, that's what Spirit, the divine, is steering you towards, to learn this technology, to work with it. Keywords is spiritual growth, learning, and increased vitality and energy. I think that's it for your group. So let's take a look at your other cards. I will grab a couple of tarot cards from the original tarot deck, but let's see what this card is. Ooh, the Ten of Wands in reverse. That's a good one to have in reverse, right? Everything's lifted. We talk about the burdens, the guilt, anxiety, anger, fear, depression, whatever it was. Like, that's being lifted. That's being lifted. That you're letting it go. The Ten of Wands in reverse is just an amazing, for at least like what I'm intuiting, it's amazing. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't come through that way. Okay, so let's see here. What is it that you guys, what's July got for you? What is it that July has for you? Wow, okay, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune that came through. Again, all these kind of came through in the not the reverse and not the right side up position. It was like in horizontal position. So let's put that off to the side. We'll get some more of these cards in a moment here. Well, after I go through these oracle cards. But we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Good fortune here for you. And because good fortune came through in the first pile, I think you might be connected with that one because it just seems like everything's streaming together to get today so well. The energies are just beautiful. And then we've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The Eight of Pentacles and the Hierophant. We'll give you that. I'll let you soak it up a little bit. So this is from the original Rider-Waite tarot deck. So all these are the original tarot pictures. So I don't think I need to like describe them necessarily. But with the, the Ten of Wands reversed, Wheel of Fortune upright, the Eight of Pentacles upright, the Hierophant upright. Wow. You guys have done a lot to reverse. You're like mastering yourselves in a certain way. And you've done a lot to reverse your fortune to be able to like balance the scales. So the scales are balancing in your favor now. You are having like this month and moving forward, it feels like things are just going to lift up off of your back, off of your shoulders. The weight of the world will no longer be a problem for you. Yeah, because it's not your problem. The weight of the world is not your problem. There are a lot of problems in this world, and you have enough to deal with right now. You're not like, I don't know. Let's just keep it at that, I think. And it shows like this is such a learning period, and I think you're stepping into kind of this energy with the Hierophant. You're going to be like you're kind of like a spiritual teacher in the making. Yeah, I see that as part of like what you're learning. You are a spiritual teacher in the making. You could probably do, because we have the clear cognizance, you could do anything if you put your mind to it. I think because you're in the learning phase too, you are learning to master some other projects, some other things that you want to learn in your life. You're learning to master them. You're not mastered quite yet, but you are learning, and you really put a lot of effort into and effort and what is it, when you feel really good about your work. I am like losing my words here. Maybe that's something that you've noticed too, that you're at loss of words sometimes, especially with this ascension. It's like sometimes the words just don't match with how you can describe things, but it's you have a lot of pride. Yeah, a lot of positive pride, not negative. A lot of positive pride in the work that you do because it aligns with your soul purpose. Yeah, let's see what else we've got here for you. We've got the purple poppy with evolution, and it says purple poppy helps align your physical self with your soul purpose, see? And your higher self when your foundations are rocking and your entire being is evolving. Wow. Purple poppy helps to support deep levels of integration, connection, and rest. Whenever you land, or wherever you land, she will help you adapt and find the beauty in the process. I've actually never seen a purple poppy in the wilds. I know they have like the domesticated poppies. I have some red poppies actually. Well, in my background here, I've got red poppies paintings, and then also red poppies that are popping up, and orange poppies, I think, that are popping up in my garden now. So it's really, really fun to watch, and they're beautiful, and they attract all these pollinators too. Okay, 208, gratitude everywhere. Challenge yourself to be thankful. There's always something to be grateful for, no matter how dire the present circumstances may be. Your angels challenge you to focus on gratitude. Out loud right now, recite a list of what you're grateful for today. Nothing is too inconsequential to include. You could just say, I'm grateful for the food that I eat on a daily basis. I'm grateful that I have hands that work. I'm grateful that I'm still able to be mobile and move around. I'm grateful that I can use my power of speech. I'm grateful that I know what to do, and I know that I'm on the right track. I'm grateful for this reading and for it coming across my feed. Things like that. I've got the 7th house with a relationship. I'm going to look that up with the number 45 here. We got relationship. 7th house. 7th house astrology. It signifies long-term one-on-one partnerships, including marriage, business partnerships, and close friendships. It reveals what a person seeks in a partner and what dynamics they're drawn to in a close relationship. It's not just about romantic relationships, it's all-encompassing, including business collaborations and legal contracts. So relationships, right? Let's see what that's about, because there was something in the channel messages about something like your triumph over your enemies and aggressors. You'll shine bright, that it may scare you at times. Trust in the divine, so trust in this process. I do feel like maybe you're not trusting enough in the process, and things have been really difficult for you in the past, and I think things are really truly going to be a lot better for you soon, and you're going to see the effects of this improvement in July of this year. So then we've got good luck, see? Auspicious, wishes granted, and blessings. You have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about, pile number 2. You are on the right track. You've spent so much of your life, this decade, and maybe even many more, but there's been like this cycle, this period of 10 plus years that you've been working really hard on your inner self and your spirituality. You may have even started meditating a decade ago, or you may started like a yoga practice and asana practice a decade ago, or maybe you just started getting into energetic medicine or learning about, healthy healing diets, something like that. Things that changed you and forever changed your perception in this world. And that's what I'm seeing is there's a lot of good luck. See, the Wheel of Fortune and the good luck are right adjacent to one another. We've got fascination or anxiety with Virgo and emotion. We've got this strange looking bird, black and white bird with a red mohawk, and it's perched on a branch. It looks like an oak tree. It says a woodpecker. Oh, it's a woodpecker. I should probably read this before I describe the picture. A woodpecker bores through tree bark. Your capacity to drill into the details may be resulting in an exciting and energizing feeling of fascination. Or it may be causing you to overthink things and feel anxious. If the latter is the case, it might be helpful to broaden your perspective. So you are very detail oriented. Like I said, you really enjoy your work. You've been working a lot too on your inner self. But I think also you get kind of caught up in the details, and sometimes that could lead to perfectionism and feeling like you're never enough. And that is going to also lift during the month of July. So this whole thing with fascination or anxiety, this fascination brings you down so many great routes. And then sometimes it can turn into anxiety and overwhelm, which I think that it was channeled in here too. Like you felt like you're in purgatory and that you're in limbo. But this is progress. When you feel the need to give up, throwing up your hands and declaring defeat, that's when you surrender to the divine. It's when you allow help in your field, and it's when you recognize the gift of this purpose or this process of surrendering. So you're learning to trust yourself. This is totally learning about trust, trusting in the universe, trusting in divine guidance, trusting in yourself big time though. That's the evolution. Trusting in yourself to be this spiritual teacher at some point. Being grateful for and recognizing all the assistance and guidance that you have received, even if it's just little things, assistance, guidance, and support. Start doing a gratitude journal if you haven't already. If you already have, then keep on doing it. That's great. You're doing a good job. Everything is going to be okay. And it says number 13 with creative solutions. Oh my gosh, that is so interesting. Apparently you have another card that came from this unicorn deck. I don't think any other pile got another card from the unicorn deck, so that's very interesting. We got the number 13 with creative solutions. Think outside the box, view things from a higher perspective, and we have this unicorn. We have a squirrel that's like hugging a glass of milk or a glass with nuts in it, and it's got this little heart in there. I don't know what it is, but it looks like there's something inside this canister that the squirrel really, really wants. It's like birdseed or something. And then in the background, there's a big, big bright moon and a white picket fence in the background, and also a blue butterfly. Hopefully you like my descriptions. If not, then I will try to do less of them. But creative solutions. So there definitely is something where a unique perspective is needed in order to move forward. And I think that's going to help by doing the gratitude journal, because you'll notice that your shift from what you were focusing on the details and the pettiness of life, to the things that are actually going really, really, really well for you and others. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We've got bluff, the number 3, third house. We've got, what is that, Gemini? I don't remember what that one is. I'm going to look it up here. I am not an astrologer, so don't mind me. I like to learn these things, but I'm definitely not I'm not an astrologer. I'm not a professional at this. I just love learning about it. So we've got bluff, Jupiter and Gemini. That's what it is in the third house. So Jupiter is gain. Gemini is mental awareness. I'm just going to hold it like this. And it says, a Minoan goddess holds 2 butterflies, or are they really axes? The hands show back and front, as does the professional conjurer performing a sleight of hand trick. So it's improving life, will always be to keep the mind active and informed. Gemini is really in the mind, very curious and intellectual, with mental development in all stages of life, which is also probably the reason why we got that you should take classes and you are prepared, be prepared to crave knowledge. So you're craving knowledge, craving truth in all forms. Read a book, go to the library, take a class, learn AI. So in this reading, the card indicates a need to throw oneself into an unfamiliar situation or challenge and use one's wits to bluff through the first stage. So kind of, the fake it till you make it type of thing. That's kind of what's coming through, is this faking it till you make it, because you may not necessarily feel like you're in the right place at the right time. You may not even feel like you're on the right track. But if you just trust in the process, trust and keep on giving it up to God, keep on giving it up to the divine, like any of your worries, all of your thoughts, all of your anxieties, giving it to God, because it's no longer yours to carry. You do not need to carry that weight anymore. It's not yours. Okay? It never was. So, and I know that there's been a lot of things in the past that could have affected you in such a way that made you feel like you couldn't trust yourself and you couldn't trust life. But right now, you have to fake it till you make it. You have to really put yourself into a mindset where things are going really well, which they are. You just have to see it that way now. Things are moving along as they should. And then we've got secrets. Let's see what the secrets are. It's the 8th house. Okay, let's see here. We've got 8th house secrets right here. So it's Venus, which is love, and Scorpio, self-control and regeneration. So it says the inscrutable winged sphinx, so that's the picture of the sphinx here, the head of a ram indicating the Martian link with the sign of Aries, is a symbol of the deep secrets of the past. Surrounding the sphinx are knots, glyphs, and keys to many mysteries. When one receives this card in a reading, it usually indicates that a deep secret is being held by the questioner or is being hidden from them by someone very close. A secret liaison, a secret love, a passionate love affair, money comes to a partner, a shared inheritance, an expression of extreme jealousy, which I don't know. I mean, you do have the relationship card here, so there's something to do with relationships. And I do think that we were talking about some haters or your enemies and aggressors in your channeled messages, but I don't think that's what your higher self wants you to focus on. What it wants you to focus on is your self-improvement and continuing to move forward in the full knowledge that you are taken care of, and just enjoy yourself a little bit more. Yeah, there's a lot that you can be grateful for right now. There's a lot that you also can enjoy in the coming months, especially July. That's when you're going to notice that you're feeling a lot lighter and better, and maybe may have more trust in yourself and in the process. Okay, we've got money. Wow, if you had any worries about money, money is coming to you in the month of July. That's great. Money is always nice to see, because anytime that you align with the frequencies of money, anytime that you actually align with the frequencies of a good work, job well done, something that you truly enjoy, money comes to you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Oh, interesting. Well, this is a card from the Tea Leaves and Dreams deck, but it's the card like that is, it just says who it's created by and the .com website, which is really funny. So maybe it's to show you, like, if you really like this deck, then go to the www.tarotoraclestore.com website. I don't know. This is really interesting. I always forget to take this one out. It shouldn't be in the deck itself, but I just forgot to take it out. So there's a woman there. She looks really confident. There's a pink rose. She's got purple hair. She's got a bindi on her third eye, or it looks like something like that. And yeah, she just looks really confident. So your confidence is lifting. You're moving up. Okay, let's see what else comes through, if there's anything else that wants to show for you for the month of July. Wow. Okay, guys, I don't know what you're doing but you're going to win. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. So whatever your work is doing, whatever you're mastering, there's some good fortune definitely coming your way. Definitely money, more abundance in the money sector. Finances are going to stabilize. You are going to feel better moving forward. It may not mean that you're financially independent, but you're working towards it. You're working towards a more stable, financially secure future. And this also is asking you to pay attention to your finances and your work. So there's something about that as well. Okay, I think that's all I've got for you. I'm not going to continue any longer because I'm trying to condense this a little bit more. I've been going like 35 plus minutes for each pile recently, and I feel like I'm just too long-winded, and yeah, so I'm trying to keep it as close as possible to 20 minutes for each pile. So thank you so much. I love you all. Jai Ma, and bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. You've waited 10 plus years for this month to come. Oh my gosh, it's been quite a lengthy trial and error and tribulations and all the things. So let's dive into the messages that have been building for you over these 10 years and see what shows up for this month of July 2025. I have channeled messages for each and every pile. I'll do that, but before that, I'll show you your significator card. This is your significator card, the number 22, a master number with manifest your dreams. It says, focus on your vision, seek satisfaction and contentment. And there is a rainbow on the bottom. There, it looks like there's a unicorn jumping over the rainbow in clouds. And then in the cloud itself, it looks like there's a beautiful house and a family of 3, a feminine and a masculine, and then we've got a little child here in the center of the 2 of them, and it just looks beautiful. Sunny disposition. There's so much that it looks like this unicorn is actually like looking to manifest this. That's what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to put that off to the side. Your magnet is this beautiful orange, black and white butterfly magnet. It looks like a monarch, but I don't think it is. Put that off to the side. So I will read your channeled messages right now, and then we'll dive into your cards. We have one tarot card from a different tarot deck, but then we'll get a couple of tarot cards from your tarot deck here. Okay, so pile number 3. What is it that you need to know? What's the channeled messages say? I hear knowledge is power, and I heard truth everlasting, and you are meant to experience an extraordinary life. Downloads and shifts in energy are happening to you, where you may feel very excited and upbeat one minute, and then the next minute you feel drained and dull and unmotivated. I see a seesaw in my mind's eye and 2 players on each end of the seesaw. A game, the joy of life, even with its seesaw moments. So you see life as a game a little bit more because you're able to manifest what you want. So here it says, I hear that you have someone you're going to do life with, or maybe you already are doing life with this person. And each of you helps one another out. When one person is down on the seesaw, the other helps to lift them up. So leveling one another up and up and up. I also saw the Grinch in my mind's eye saying, noise, 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 and that your soul craves silence and less distractions. Your soul is on a ride, and the next stop is freedom. What does freedom mean to you? You are meant to enter into this phase of higher truths and enlightenment as of this month now. I see the chains around your neck and around your ankles falling off. I see your wings slowly and yet elegantly protruding from your scapula, and you smile, you glow, and you soar to heights you never knew were possible. You touch upon the unknown, the mystery of life itself, and you think your desires into being the master and magician of your life. So keywords for you is miracle, mastery, unity, and manifestation. So that's your channel messages, pile number 3. So let's take a look at your cards now. This is a card from one of the other tarot decks that I have, and it says King of Rods, the King of Wands. Wow. Lots of leadership energy, lots of passion, energy, confidence, strength, power, joy. I don't know why joy is coming through, but that's your energy coming through right now. Now, let's see what else comes through with a couple more tarot cards here. Yeah, a couple more tarot cards for you guys. Okay, we've got, wow, we've got the World card. We've got, and this is from the Awakened Tarot, so they look very similar with a little bit, the similarity is to the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Cups. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 2 aces. The World, the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Cups. Wow, you guys. This is major. So anything that you think about, you bring about. That's the Ace of Swords, the energy there. Anything that you love, you can bring about as well. So anything that you think about, just make sure that it's of a loving energy so that you manifest the higher energetic things instead of lower energetic things. And then you're the High Priestess, so you have like this mastery over your mind, over your intuition. You have like, you're like psychic kind of. And I also heard, in the channel messages, knowledge is power and truth everlasting, and you're meant to experience an extraordinary life. So this is all a culmination. The World card is like a culmination of everything happening all at once now for you to improve, to step up in your life, to choose love and above, and to move forward with the full knowledge and awareness that things are going to look really good for you because you can see it. You are the High Priestess, so you have that ability to see and to believe and to feel and to know that you are going to be just fine. That is the amazing part about you guys, is that you just are master manifestors. Anything that you think about, you bring about. Just remember that. So make sure that you are aligned with the highest thoughts possible. If there are negative thoughts that still come through at times, that's okay. We are human and that happens. But just be aware of it and just say, okay, that thought is not what I want to focus on, and just replace it with another thought, because that's the only way you can like rid it out of your system. You can't, just think about, oh, I want to get rid of this negative thought or this negative habit. You have to replace it with a good thought and a good habit. Affirmations and good habits. Yeah. Let's see. We've got prosperous growth with the number 360. That's the angel number 360. Learn from life. Your struggles are not in vain. There is much to be learned from your current situation, and your angels want you to take this opportunity to do just that. Journal about the lessons you are coming up against now and how you can use them to foster a prosperous future. Yeah, it's just envisioning, right? For a prosperous growth, envisioning your future. And your struggles are not in vain. If you feel like you're continuing to struggle, you will be fine. Yeah, it's asking you to, like, especially with the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, like that noise energy coming through, that's showing that you may have had a lot of distractions in your way, at least now, maybe in the past too, and you're just wanting to have a little bit of quiet. Yeah. Be able to hear your own thoughts. Then we've got 662 with big picture. Make choices that reflect the main goal. Your angels ask that instead of focusing on the little things that can distract you, and create negativity, you shift your focus to the big picture today. Maybe that's a good way of doing it, is focusing, instead of focusing on the small things, zoom out so that you can see things from a bigger perspective, a greater perspective. So your angels remind you that when you keep that image in mind, Each choice you make will be in favor of what you ultimately want. Reflect upon your main goal now, write it on a piece of paper, and put that paper somewhere where you will see it constantly, such as beside the bathroom mirror. And I'm telling you, because you're master manifestors, this is the reason why it's coming through for you, because if you do this stuff, if you actually write things out and if you put it in a place where you constantly see it, it will come to life. It will come true. It will come about. So be very intentional about what you put out there. We've got Bee Balm with Vibrance. I love Bee Balm. Oh, I love Bee Balm. It says, add some spark to your life. Bee Balm encourages you to let go of inhibitions, cut loose, be passionate, and sing your song at the top of your lungs without judgment. Every day is a gift worth celebrating. Bee Balm reminds you to show up and embrace the potential of your own life. No excuses. I hear if you have a garden, make sure that you plant some Bee Balm. Yeah. They're wonderful pollinator plants as well. And you can also make like great stuff out of it. Like if you put bee balm, the flowers taste a little bit like oregano in a lot of ways. Like it's very intense. Or I think it's called wild bergamot as well. It doesn't taste like or smell like bergamot, but it has like that intense flavor, kind of like oregano. And if you put that into some honey, and let it sit there for a little while, you can use that bee balm honey to help ease any like certain ailments of the respiratory and other things like that. I can't exactly remember what bee balm would do from a medicinal point of view, but yeah, it tastes really good nevertheless. Yeah, a little spicy, a spicy kick. We have, you guys have double of all these cards too. You're the only pile that got double of a lot of these cards. Okay, so we've got Rose with joy. Rose is comforting and soothing, infusing your heart and soul with gratitude and joy, and helping you to stay centered and loving toward yourself and others when it's needed most. Rose reminds you to be open to the sweetness of life and support your personal growth, whatever the conditions surrounding you may be. Beautiful. Oh, so much love. So much love is coming your way in July. So much positive. The shift is shifting to a more positive perspective. If you had any doubts before, if you could manifest things, you are not going to doubt it anymore in July. You will know that you're a master manifestor in July. You will. There's no doubts about it. You are going to never doubt yourself again or your abilities. 11th house with community. I'm going to look up the 11th house right now really quick. 11th house astrology. And it says it's a house of friendships, community, and social networks. It governs how we connect with others from friendships and participate in groups, as well as our hopes, wishes, and future goals. This house is associated with Aquarius and its ruling planets, Saturn and Uranus, highlighting themes of innovation, humanitarianism, and collective consciousness. Oh, wow. And I should also tell you, like this 10-year cycle that you've been in, or 10+ year cycle, I honestly think it's been probably longer for some of you, shorter for some of you as well, maybe 7 to 12 years. Is what I'm hearing from the majority of us folks. And I want to just let you know what's going on astrologically. I had to look this up, so don't mind me. I am not an astrologer. I do have some friends who are very much into astrology, and I love that about them, but I love learning about it. I just don't know it like the back of my hand right now. Not like I do with nursing and other things. Okay, so what is happening? All these transits that are happening right now. So the biggest one that happened on June 9th, 2025, it says Jupiter shifted into Cancer, its sign of exaltation, for the first time since 2013 and 2014, a cycle of about 12 years. So that's a huge deal. So maybe for some of you, it's been since 2013, 2014, since you've felt like yourself or felt like you've been able to move forward. So this is a huge shift for you in July. Now, Saturn and Neptune conjunction in Aries is mid-2025 to 2026. Saturn and Neptune align with a first-degree orb in Aries continuing through July through August. This rare conjunction that was last seen in 1989 in Capricorn and the 1970s in Aries and Pisces, signals a long-term reset in identity, responsibility, and inner vision, which is huge. And then Uranus enters Gemini on July 7th, 2025. So that's coming up in the first week of July. So Uranus's move into Gemini sparks the beginning of an 84-year cycle in communication, tech, and personal freedom. And we did hear freedom, right? Yeah, what does freedom mean to you? Your soul is on a ride. Next stop is freedom. Yeah. And it says it's characterized as disruptive and revolutionary. This transit brings unexpected changes and new opportunities for self-expression. Beautiful. Wow. You guys are on a roll. You're going to have a lot of possibility and potential. And I think like you are going to have a lot more time for friendship and community. Yeah. And connecting in that way. Maybe there's connections that way that make you feel like things are turning around for you. Yeah. Okay. And then this says the sanctuary, harmony and balance, joy and contentment. Beautiful. Joy. Joy and love. Lots of joy and love. Lots of growth. Lots of love coming your way. Then it says inspiration or indifference with a mountain. It says a figure levitates above a mountaintop. And it has Aquarius and emotion. So it says, when you feel inspired, it's as if you're lifted on air. Inspiration can carry you far, but being lifted above can also symbolize a type of detachment, indifference, or apathy. You may need a jolt of inspiration to shift your emotions. And I really think this inspiration is coming through for you very strongly. If you see how you've got the King of Rods, which is a very inspired and actionable leader. You've got the Ace of Swords, which usually makes me feel like you've got a spark of an inspiration, something that just like comes out of thin air. And then the High Priestess, wow, High Priestess, is also connected with inspiration because she can connect to her intuition so much that she becomes inspired by the things that she sees, feels, hears, intuits, all that. Yeah, because the world is so strong, so big, you know, there's so much potential for you, I should say. There's so much potential and you are meant to live an extraordinary life. That's what it said in the channel messages, and I do believe that is very true for you. So you're going to enter a phase now of higher truths and enlightenment, and you are going to feel the shackles coming off. You're going to feel a lot more free and a lot more aware and, you know, connected to the loving pieces of you, the loving parts of this world more and more. And we've got dedication with Virgo and material, and it says a prima ballerina stands on point. To get to your goal, you must practice. Train yourself through repetition. Find your dedication and make a continuous effort to hone your skills. There is a process underway and you can endlessly improve. And there is room for improvement, but what I'm telling you, the only thing that you truly do have to improve upon is direct your energy to the things that you want to focus on, not the things that you don't want to focus on, okay? That's the biggest part of this whole thing, and this shift will happen in July, and you will notice that it will be a lot easier, like you've shifted the barometer or the scale over to more positive, optimistic outlooks and more positive, optimistic, and beautiful visions of the future. So you've shifted that. You've shifted the needle over to like the 51%. Now you're thinking more about the things that you want to create, the things that you want to bring about in your life, and the people that you want to live around and to connect with on a more intimate level. Yeah. And you may actually find that you have a connection with someone, and this connection is very resonant with you. So it could be a person, it could be an animal, and you do this life with them. Okay, we've got 3 cards in this one and 2 cards in that. So let's see what these 2 cards are. We've got ostentation and enterprise. Wow. Okay, Let's see what those are about. I'm going to read the ostentation, or at least take a look at it. Enterprise. Yeah, the King of Rods with Enterprise. That's huge. First house. What is it though? It's Jupiter. So Enterprise is Jupiter and Aries. So Jupiter is gain and Aries is self-will. And it just says the hand diagram of the chiromancers show the complete set of planetary qualities. Jupiter's nature and palmistry is to denote the achievement of enterprise and ambition, where a full use is made of all talents available. The acorns are simply the seeds of potential. See, I told you about the potential. And your hand, maybe you're a palmistry person, or you read palms, or you're someone who is a clairvoyant, someone who reads for others. You just have clear knowing. And it just says when this card occurs in a reading, it signifies a successful consequence for ventures referred to in the question. The Enterprise card suggests that a bold and enterprising approach will be needed to achieve a satisfactory result. So setting up a business, working for a foreign organization, using personality to improve one's status, and enacting ideas for long-term success. So that's beautiful. And then the ostentation one, let's see what that is. Yeah, acorns, planting the seeds. You've planted the seeds already, and they're growing into beautiful, strong, powerful, like oak trees. That's what I'm seeing is oak tree. And then the ostentation, I want to see what that one is here. Okay, so that's in Saturn, second house. Saturn, ambition, and Taurus, material values. So Saturn and Taurus. Venus rides a sea bull surrounded by cherubim and dolphins. The planet Venus rules the sign of Taurus and represents the romantic, pleasure-loving nature of the sign. Above, a rich woman drives a giant chariot, or a golden chariot, drawn by white bulls. And this just means that, let's see here, if it appears in a reading, it concerns possessions or finance, indicates a steady and continuous improvement with a strong application to duty and responsibilities. It's significant of the ostentation card that although one may be doing the right thing in terms of ambition and economics, it will not usually make the questioner very popular. With regard to timing, the effects of this card is not easily throw off, may maintain their pressure for a long period. So temptation to scheme, to gain material advantage, choosing the most impressive status enhancing option, a larger financial commitment. I really think like seeing the bigger picture, you're kind of like one of those visionaries. It does relate to pile number one. If you wanted to take a look at any other pile number one would be the one to take a look at, but I think all three of them really connect together today. And let's just see what the other cards are, because I am getting to the end. I'm trying to like condense my readings a little bit more for about like 20 minutes, as close as I can get to 20 minutes, because I've been going 35 to 40 minutes for each pile, and that's just too much. It's like too long-winded. So let me know if you enjoy this, and I sure hope so, because this is what I'm doing today. Okay, we've got transition. With the blue butterfly, we have vision. Yeah, visionary, King of Rods, visionary. And you've envisioning the world with clarity and with an intuitive understanding and connecting with that which you love and those which you love. And then we've got transformation. So you got transition and transformation. The snake right here, the white snake. And we've got the vision with the eye of the eagle here. So seeing things with the bigger picture, you may actually be starting an enterprise or a business, and you may be doing it with someone else. You may just be enterprising and strong in your own life and moving towards that which you love more. And I can see like yeah, definitely another person. You're doing this with either another person or another being. You are connecting with them on such an intimate level, and you're going to be doing this together. You don't have to do this alone. You're not going to be doing this alone. So July is like one of those months where if you've been looking for love, or you've been looking for a loving relationship with a partner or a business person, like, you will find that. You will find that it's really amazing. Oh, look at this. And Tulip with radiance. We have health, constancy, and love and friendship, new beginning, peace of mind, and optimism. With the tulip, there's a pinkish reddish tulip with radiance. Beautiful. Let's just see if there's anything else that wants to come through. I think we're going to be, oh yeah, that was the only one that wanted to come through here. That's Judgment. It came through in the upright position. So yeah, Judgment. Oh, wow. Oh, it's greater than yourself. This is something that, like, you've been watched by the beings of the Most High. You've been watched by God. You've been watched by those who have been with you since birth. And it's almost like you finally just gave up your struggles so that God would take over. And when that happened, miracles occurred. And when this does happen, maybe it's asking you to give up and just to surrender to the divine. Give it up to God and just to surrender. And things will flow into your life like no other. Is there anything else that wants to come through? Yep. The Knight of Swords is coming so fast, and underneath the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. See, you guys are, this is connected to piles 1 and 2, actually. So you can look at either of them or both, and otherwise this is what you get for today. You got the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles and the Judgment card. So all of that together is showing that this is coming really fast. This wealth, this health, this return of vitality, this stability is coming so fast to you. And you're going to feel so much better in your own skin than you ever have before. You're actually going to embody unconditional love. You're going to embody joy. And the start of it is in July, but I don't think that's the end, Like, the world, there's something that's like, there's a culmination, there's an effect happening here, tying up loose ends, but it's not the end. The end is just the beginning. So this is the beginning of something new. You actually see the eagle here too again. So you got multiple eagles. Something about the eagle energy. Look up the eagle spirit energy. I think like that will be really good for you, because I think that particular bird is watching over you right now and is one of your messengers and one of your spirit animals, okay? Along with the butterfly and the snake, but definitely this eagle here. The Three of Pentacles, I just looked underneath again, the Three of Pentacles with 3 people working together. So there's a collaboration, an effect happening there. So I do think that if you were so inclined, you could be starting a business or doing something like that in which you become the authority of your life. And that just feels so good. It feels so good. Okay, pile number 3. Give me a thumbs up if you like this reading. Head down to the description box. Why do I say that? Head down to the comment section and let me know if this resonated for you. I love you always. Thank you so much. Jai Ma. Bye for now.